Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. So next match, Cross-Banlist Cup. We have a biggie, this is a big one. So we have two, I guess this could be like a small finals, right? Let's zoom in. We have like the winner of last year, which is, or at least which was Adamancipator, but as you'll be seeing within the next couple of moments, the deck list has been updated, so has been changed to this one. And the deck is going to take on, as you see, Tri-Brigade 2. So it's pretty much one of the few more recent decks of, past year in this year's Cross-Banlist Cup. So the Adamancipator deck list was updated to, there aren't too many available because again, it was, during COVID format, it is what it is, but I think short set, it's Adamancipator with the BUSTER lock, so it is what it is. Second list we have Tri-Brigade 2, and again all the suggestions we're taking into account. This is an OCG list although, and it does have the advantage of Maxi. So I think we have two big powerhouses, and I feel before this matchup, and again as I've been reading through the comments, going first is of course very important, which, or at least we know why, but seeing that both decks are running a huge galore of hand traps, well, I feel because Tri-Brigade 2 is the OCG variant, and again Maxi does help, of course, going second, obviously. But yeah, I feel it's almost 50-50, even though most people, what was it, 70% saw that Adamancipator would take it over Tri-Brigade 2. So I immediately get Maxi, and I'm like, well, there is no, I can't pass, right? Because then it's always GG. So I have to go for, the eventually force out a couple of interruptions, hand traps, whatever. But the Call by the Grave kind of nuked it for me. If it wasn't for Call by, I probably could have gone for, well, depends. Ash Blossom was already used, I think, Maxi as well. Call by, not sure if we know the last set. I don't know. Might be. I think it's not a Revolt. I mean, Revolt was already activated, so I mean, it is what it is. It's going to be game either way, so it's a bummer, especially game number one. Both decks definitely want to go first. I mean, both decks can establish their board more so for Adamancipator because of the BUSTER lock, right? So game number two, I side-decked in, let me think, a Pointer of the Red Lotus, I believe the name is. The Trap does shoot like card. Here it is, yeah, opening with it is definitely very nice. I kept in Nibiru because, again, this was the OCG variant of Tri-Brigade Zodiac and Maxi. Again, I get Maxi. So again, the Nibiru could be important. Use a pointer and get free information about my opponent's hand, but again, my opponent also sees my hand. So, the knowledge of Nibiru being there plus Block Dragon is important. So I think I know all the potential interruptions, right? We know Ash Blossom is there, we know Bell is there, we know Callby, I think, is there. I think so, yeah. So, okay. Keep the option open for the potential Herald here, Herald of the Arclight, and force out the Callby, and that's crucial, because now Block Dragon is live. Well, okay, long story short, eventually go, for Appaloosa, again getting, those free Block Dragon searches, and I think this was the better move, just, sit on the potential Nibiru if things go wrong, and two, again, head those 3 Block Dragon searches for the next turn. I mean, I'm definitely going to survive because, again, we have information about the hand that Appaloosa should be enough. But Zeus, on the other hand, if it wasn't for Nibiru, this could have turned out, or could have been turned out really bad, even though, again, I have a couple of follow-up plays, so a Zeus with only 2 materials maybe would not have been too threatening, especially if I would have been able to, reveal the Guardian from my deck. So it is what it is. So this was a big game too, but it's something that, Adamancipator definitely needed to win to, keep its chances alive, right? So again, standard combos, we know the combos by now. Well, this is probably going to be game, right? This is not main phase 2. So again, BUSTER lock eventually will hit the board. Masquerina, Block Dragon, for more shenanigans. So Adamancipator has this one. So I think going second, the cards that I side-decked back in were, I think, Pancratops, Lightning Storms, obviously, to, force out the Revolts, Imperms, whatever, or, destroy them beforehand. and Red Reboot. I believe that's pretty much it. And of course Nibiru's as well, if they weren't already there. So go second, and this hand is actually pretty okay. Already have Block Dragon, have one of the Adamancipators, double Lightning Storm is iffy, but it's fine though. But I mean, another like Adamancipator monster would have been very, very sweet. So immediately Lightning Storm and yeah. What can we do? And Maxi as well. So I mean, Order and Maxi and Revolt and Blossom and Nibiru. Story of my life. So I should be scooping it up here. I should be going for, at least try to go for game through the Imperial. But Ash Blossom just says no. So quickly, let's go into game number 4. So again, post side deck, again, pretty much the same cards that I just mentioned, and hope that in the 4th game, again, like another Maxi, really? Luckily not. One Ash Blossom is definitely not enough for, to stop this particular deck. Again, I mean, you could maybe keep Ash Blossom for Helki, but then again, I mean, you don't really want like a Guardian to be revealed from the top of the deck, right? So it is what it is. Already have Block Dragon in hand, so it's fine. I don't have to make Granite, and this should be already game. I can go for my full combo and on, what is it, Appaloosa, Savage, Masquerina into Unicorn Carrier with Block Dragon, so that's perfect. Plus a Buster Lock, right? Again, prevent, any extra deck base deck from playing the game. Like Dweller was also in the back of my mind, but seeing that, this is pretty much like, Buster Lock, Unicorn pop eventually as well, Appaloosa, the Dweller should not be that important, right? So Granite for another search, basically another extender. This is cool, I guess. It's the, the unexpected die build as well. That's somewhat different compared to the build that was used last year. But this is the best board, I guess. Almost the best board. Like a Dweller next to the Union Carrier would be sweet as well. But I mean, we're going into game number 5. Again, the potential, a 3-tour. It is what it is. And again, I go second, obviously. And I see my hand and I'm like, okay, this is pretty good. Lightning Storm again could be very crucial, unless of course an Imperial Order. But that's already the potential Revolt gone. And a couple of, Analyzer is there. The blue one is there. Potential extender, so this is definitely a solid hand. Unless, Maxi and, the good stuff. But, I mean, for Tri-Brigade here, this is definitely a good opening, turn as well. Lightning Storm gets rid of Revolt, and I believe the other set is an Imperm. There's a potential hand trap, could be Maxi. We now see it's Ash Blossom, Trident pop is there, plus the Ancient Warrior pop, Bounce is there as well. So I need to force out those interruptions. And Trident, okay, that's fine. That's something I think we definitely could have expected. So unexpected tie into, what is it, the plant one? Is it high attack to force out the interruption of, the Ancient Warrior one, I believe. And, eventually, finally, no more interruptions, no more hand traps, and go for Helki full combo. If it wasn't for Block Dragon, I definitely needed to get lucky here with the excavations of Reptide, I believe the name is, but again, Block Dragon makes things so much easier. So again, reveal Doki again, fantastic. Doki into a potential analyzer definitely helps out. So, discard Block Dragon, get it in the graveyard, because again, we know the last card in hand here. And Appaloosa should be hitting the field, and that should indeed be enough, right? Unicorn will just bounce. Appaloosa or... No, Access Kotaku is not in this deck. There was just no room, right? So Doki hitting Analyzer, and Analyzer is still, I can still use Analyzer, but this should be more than enough to attack for a game. But, should be going for Buster Lock as well, even though it's not that important. But this was again a really, really close match. It just felt, 50-50. Both decks have a huge... Oh, no, okay, main phase 2, right. But, the Buster Lock was important. Herald is also very crucial because of the kit. So again, GG well played. But as I mentioned before, like, it felt 50-50. OCG has the advantage of like Maxi, for example, but I mean Adamancipator with you know, the good Lightning Storm, Dark Ruler no more are there as well, Nibiru, and of course the Buster luck. So for me, like another time, this particular matchup, this could go either way, I'm honest. So next matchup, we again are back again at Group C. We have Twilight versus Tango Clan, so that's a cool one. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Leave them signing out. Peace.